So in this short video I would like to introduce you how to play Warframe. This is gonna be a very quick explanation of everything what game has to offer at the beginning. So let's just get on without dragging things out. So first thing what we're gonna take a look on is the market. The market is the place where you can get the new Warframe and new weapon and bunch of additional things which are mostly for cosmetic things like the accessories pack. But more importantly, this is the place where you can get the blueprint for new weapons. And to get the blueprints, first we have to click this icon over here, which is hide items without the blueprints. Now, once we find the weapon which is interesting for us, for instance, let's say Cernos, which is a bow, we clicking on it once, and at the bottom here we see the blueprint. The blueprint require credits to buy, and credits you can get by simply killing enemies. And so let's just say I'm gonna buy this once. Yes, perfect. Thank you for your purchase. Cool. And now, as we buy our blueprint, we have to go down and to the right side. And here we have Foundry. In Foundry, you can create the weapons and useful items and the new character using blueprints you found or you bought. So, for instance, if we're gonna go to the Cernos, we can see it requires the gallium, polymer bundle, plastids, and ferrit. Each one of those you can find just simply playing the game on the planet, on one of the planets. Each planet has 4 different resources that you can get. So for instance, if you wanna get the gallium, I think you have to visit the Uranus. Let me check. Uranus. Yeah, so as you can see here on the right side, we can see which planet has what resources. So on Uranus you can get the polymer bundle, plastids, gallium, and detonite ampoule. So that's how you can get the stuff for your weapon. You play the missions, and once you have enough resources, you go in here and you're creating the things. So yeah, there are 2 different items that you can craft. The regular one, which require resources, and the prime items, which I will tell a little bit later on. So now let's just focus on other aspects, which is the arsenal. The arsenal allow you to adjust your warframe and weapons. First you have to get them, buy them, craft them or something, but once you have the new weapon you can pretty much equip it here. The priority weapon, the secondary weapon, and the meal weapon. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. You can use upgrade option to adjust the mods on your frame and weapon to increase the power and damage and everything. So for instance, if I will put those over here, we have more vitality and more shields. And that's pretty much how the adjusting and making your character stronger works. The higher the level, the bigger is mod capacity pretty much. So yeah, this character I have right now is unranked, so yeah, have to play the game to get some levels and make it stronger, but that's how it works. Basically, once the character reaches the certain level, he will get the new ability. So you will always start with the first one, but as you can see here, ability is unlocked at the rank 3, ability is unlocked at the rank 5, and ability is unlocked at the rank 10. And yeah, on the certain level you're getting the better ranks of those abilities. So that's the benefit of having different character and the different weapon. Each one has different damage, and just changing the playstyle of game. So basically that's, I think, all what can be at the beginning. The one thing what I can also mention are the Nightwave missions. Nightwave missions are like the achievement, like the Steam achievement. It requires pretty much to do the certain amount of missions, like finish 3 rescue mission, or finish 3 mobile defense missions, or kill the certain enemy in certain mission. or do something special, advanced, what game doesn't explain, like Hall of Ascension, or the locate the bounty mission. I don't even know what it is, but basically it's required to kill or finish the certain missions, and yeah, from finishing those you getting the Nora's credits, and once you will get enough credits you will get the reward. So you starting from getting the special things which are I don't know, like the several plates, like the currency. Basically it works like a currency, so if you go here to cred offering, here you can buy the several different things for your Warframe, like different helmets, you know, or the Nitan extract, which is the special thing which is required to create certain stuff, or here you can get the 3 different parts for the new Warframe to your collection, because each one required to have the neurotics, systems and chassis. So here you can get all 3, but you need to complete those quests in order to get it. And besides you can get like the new weapon, like, you know, like the pangolin sword, plasma sword and the things like that, or just mods that increase the power of certain Warframe. But first you have to unlock those Warframes, and that's kind of a lot of playing. But yeah, that's how it works. And now let's just focus on last thing, which is also the most complicated thing, which are missions. There is plenty missions to do. You probably already know how event works. It is one-time mission that appears from time to time, usually like once per 3 months or something, you know, so you are lucky you finish that. But pretty much finishing those gives you the reward, like I said yesterday. So there is not much what I can say about that. Let's just focus on other missions, which you can find just regularly on planets, like on Venus and on Uranus. So the first mission is the sabotage, let's say. Sabotage is pretty much just get from point A to point B and interact with something, and then go to the exit. Or get from point A to point B and destroy something, you know, like the ship generator or something like this. It's rather simple and it doesn't require much time. It's just pretty much get to the point and do something and then run away. So it's not very entertaining to do. Then you have rescue, which is getting to the prison and rescuing and escorting the ally, you know. So it's also pretty easy to do. You have to get to the certain points, hack the prison cell, and find the prisoner and escort him. You can give him weapons so he will fight on your side, but yeah, once you will release him, you have to get to the exit. Then you have the defense and the mobile defense. Those are almost identical. The difference is in defense you have the giant object to defense from incoming enemies, and in mobile defense you either have couple, so you have to move around, you know, between like 2 objectives in the same time, or you have like something what you have to put in certain device and then protect the device for certain amount of times, and then take the things and get it to another device and protect the another device. Like have to protect 3 devices one after another or something like this. So that's pretty much how the defense works and mobile defense works. Then we have the different thing, which is survival. Survival is actually my favorite mission in this game. In survival your oxygen constantly is dropping, and to restore it you need to get the modules from Fallen Falls or the used capsule. You're getting 1 capsule every 1 minute, and each capsule restores 50% of your oxygen. So yeah, each second you're losing 1%, and each 60 seconds you're getting the capsule which restores 30%. So you have to be smart, you know, and survive enough to use only capsules when your oxygen is, let's say, at the 30 or 40%. Not before, because enemies at the beginning are very weak, so better is to just kill them for the oxygen instead using capsule right away. And every 5 minutes you have chance to leave or stay to keep fighting. But if your oxygen will runs out, then game just puts you at 1 HP. So good luck with that. And then we have the Hive mission, which we already did. I told you I hate it. The Hive mission are dumb because it requires you to find like 5 obstacles around the Hive. You don't know where they are because this game with maps is generated randomly, you know? So you have to find those obstacles, destroy them, and then destroy the main Hive. Repeat it 3 times and you finish the mission. Pretty easy and simple, right? Yes. And what else? Defense, mobile defense, survival, spy mission. What else? Extermination is pretty much self-explained. You just have to kill a certain amount of enemies, you know? Rescue, defense, capture mission. Capture is pretty much just kill the enemy, and when he's on the ground, just press the button to capture him, you know? Kinda like the Pokemon, you know? You have to catch him. So yeah. Once you catch your enemy, you can go to the exit and finish missions. And I think that's actually all. Or all that I see right now. I might miss some. But... Oh yeah, there is also interception, which is pretty much like it's capture the flag mode, you know, you have like 4 different flags on the level and you have to capture and protect them all. So it's like mix of mobile defense and defense at the same time. It is the best to play this in 4 people because, you know, each one takes the single objective and protects it. So yeah, that's how it works. And I think in terms of mission, that's sort of it. To not kind of like say much, I think I explained the most important things. Like the rest, like alerts are available from time to time, and those are just variation of regular missions. They're giving you better rewards, but also you can see here that they are for the higher levels. So don't even start unprepared pretty much. At the beginning, just focus on playing the regular missions and having fun with your guys. And that's pretty much it. There are also like some professional stuff like the nightmare missions with time mode or death detonation mode, which constantly damages you, or nightmare vampiric mode, which doesn't have a shield, only have your health or something like this. So yeah. And then you have the towers mode, which I already explained it to you, but I can speak about it in details. Basically, if you choose tower, it will ask you to choose what relic we want to go with. Each relic gives you different rewards at the end. You're always getting one, and here you can see each relic has like 6 different rewards. So yeah, you never know which one you're gonna get. But pretty much on the towers you can get the better version of regular weapon and regular Warframe called the Prime version. So for instance, if we're gonna check the Foundry we're gonna check the blueprints in Foundry that I have. Like for instance, we can check here. I have like the everything what I need to create the Braton Prime. But if we're gonna check the, let's say, yeah, for instance this, I'm missing the couple parts, you know, so yeah. The regular weapon, it requires the resources you can find on planets like gallium, polymer bundle, ferrit and the other, but the prime weapon requires the parts of the prime, like the barrel, stock, receiver and orokin cells, which is the resources which you can get on the Void, which is one of the planets, so it's not big deal. But those weapon parts, the barrel, stock, receiver, the handle, the hilt, those are drops randomly from the towers, and you have to actually know which towers drops those to complete the different weapon. So it's kind of pain in the ass if you're going for the certain weapon, you know. I mean, you have more chances if people equip the same relic, because, you know, let's say you have like 4 people who equipping this specific relic. So you have more chances to get at the end Chroma Prime Neuroptics, because you can choose like which reward you will get, you know. Each player will get the different reward, and you can choose, like, if you don't like your reward, you can choose the rewards that other guys got instead. So that's how towers works, and that's how you can get the better version of the stuff. It's pretty fun. I think I explained it pretty well. In any question, feel free to ask me, and that's gonna be it. Like, rest of the mission, like Sortie or the Syndicate, are locked behind late game content. So just for now, focus on playing game normally. I guess last thing what I can mention before ending this video is, you asked me, are there any like story modes? Is there a story mode? Well, there is a codec where you can start the main quest. Each quest is filled with cinematic cutscene and different objective, but at the end it plays the same as the main game. It is just series of missions like extermination or mobile defense, except with cinematic cutscene at the end and with maybe unique bosses from time to time. So this is gonna be it. Hopefully this will help you to start and get along with the game. So yeah, good luck.